RDTDaily.com presents a Tarabuster with comedian Tara Devlin.
All right, hold on. Damn it. All right, yes, I found the button. Hello, everybody. Jam, I didn't check my camera. Not looking great, I know. All right, listen up, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. This is Tara Devlin, unapologetic liberal talk on the right side of history, decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. Thank you so much for hanging out. We had a good show yesterday. Unfortunately, none of the recordings recorded. That's why I was not able to post in the as a podcast as I usually do. So we had a lot of technical difficulties. I'm gonna try to not press those buttons that I pressed yesterday and all of a sudden everything went black. So I have to stop myself from doing that. Yeah, you know, if you have a Mac, it's the buttons where it removes everything from the screen. So yesterday when the mic is quiet. Oh shit. Hello, is that a little better? Maybe? I hope. It is a little quiet, actually, in my headphones. Let's see. That's better. That's because I'm not speaking into the mic. All right, you guys are... That's what I'm saying, right? We do this together. This is a community show. Thank you. Really. You're my producers. That's not a joke, as Joe Biden would say. Not a joke. Not a joke. So, yeah, thank you. The friggin' mic was off to the side, I guess, because I was doing some tests, and anyway, whatever. I have to get in touch with Apple, and because it's not normal for if I use one of their buttons, everything to go black. So, yeah. So that's what happened yesterday, but all right. Tonight, we're better, right? That's better. I wasn't speaking into the mic. It was just kind of like hanging off to the side. So Poppy is supposed to be calling in tonight. I did a little test and the phones work. So let's see what happens when she calls in. If she calls in, because last time she fell asleep and turned her phone off. I wonder if that happens to, I don't know, I was going to say Rush Limbaugh, but then I remembered, thankfully, he was burning in hell. That's great. A lot of good news this week, right? I mean, Pat Robertson has joined, what's his face, Rush Limbaugh, and is burning in hell. So, Pookie's mommy, Irene, says, if I lived in New York, I'd be your real producer, Tara. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But you're in Cali. I wish I had moved to Cali, maybe. I mean, my family's out here. That's why I stayed here. But I just prefer the weather in California. I like New York. I just don't like the New York winters. Okay, let's not talk about that because we have so much more to talk about. And the indictment, Trump's indictment, was unsealed, thankfully, because I don't know how much longer I could take listening to the likes of Mike Pence run to Trump's aid, because the more that we could speculate on what was in the indictment, then the Republicans would be able to manipulate it, and they would get to write the story of what could possibly be in the indictment. And of course, if the indictment is unsealed, if it remained sort of a unnamed, the unnamed charges, then the right wingers would just pretend that Trump is a victim. But even though they're doing that anyway, now the indictment it's it's pretty shocking. Now, I didn't think I could be shocked by Donald Trump. But you know what? It's not really shocked about him because he is the scum of the earth. But that the crimes are so epic and bottomless, but they're also incredibly petty, and it speaks just to who he is as a petty little thin-skinned, I guess short-fingered vulgarian / tyrant. He really is unfit. He's unfit to hold a leadership position in a modern nation. And what's even more shocking is that the Republicans are still coming to his aid, which is beyond belief to me. Okay? And I know, I've been accused at times of being hyperbolic. And I tell you all the time, I'm not. I really do wish that I didn't have to say things like Republicans hate America, right? I'm just stating the facts, though. It's, I'm not being fiery or whatever. What else should I say about them? How can we put it nicely? That we kind of do. They lack the fundamental everything to function in a free democratic society. They don't like this country. They hate it. They want to ensure that it doesn't survive as a democratic republic. Oh, they'll keep all the accoutrement of patriotism. They'll keep the eagles and the stars. They'll keep the red, white, and blue and all that, but they won't keep the constitutional, limited democratic republic. They'll keep they'll keep the Second Amendment, right? That's the only amendment that counts. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I can't go down that road, but because I was going to just go off on a tangent about the Second Amendment, but it's not a tangent. It's all related. That where we live. And one good news, I don't know if you saw, but we have a long way to go, of course. But Gavin Newsom is proposing a new constitutional amendment to address the our uniquely American gun massacre problem. And in my my opinion, the founders, well, it's not my opinion, but as far as the founders creating the Constitution as a living document to address our ongoing needs as life and time marches on. And they knew that. They knew that the world would change and that they wouldn't have a clue in which way it would change or how it would look, what it would look like. And so they left it up to us. So the Constitution is not written in stone. It's supposed to be adapted. And it's, the way the Republicans talk about everything, everything is written in stone. Just like the way they talk about the Supreme Court, as if, even though it says right in the Constitution that the Congress can adjust the court, the Congress has oversight on the court. But because the Republicans are getting what they want, and meaning they're getting the ability to destroy democracy, they will say that any attempt to rectify this corrupt Supreme Court is packing the court, even though that's what they did. Any attempt to unpack the court, because that's what we're doing, is going to be framed and is framed as court packing, even though it says right in the Constitution that we have a duty to do things like this. And just an aside, as you know, speaking of how the court is trying to destroy democracy, pleasantly surprised how they upheld one little sliver of the Voting Rights Act that John Roberts has been on a mission to destroy every chance he gets. And just like Tim Scott, Uncle Tim Scott, saying that racism doesn't exist in America because Barack Obama was elected, it was the same thing. That's what he said, that John Roberts said, no more racism because we had Barack Obama. So that's why we don't need the Voting Rights Act, even though within an hour of the Supreme Court wiping their ass with the Voting Rights Act, the I don't remember exactly how many states, but numerous, southern states, the same old culprits had their legislation ready to destroy, to help, destroy democracy. Hold on. Oh, boy. How did that happen? That was fast. All right, we'll get to the indictment. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, all right, we're back. This is Tara Devlin, unapologetic liberal talk on the right side of history, decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. Oh, shit, I forgot to press the button there. So, okay, before, you know what, I want to play this song, because I am in a good mood tonight. And I'm going to play this song that I came across, and I want to ask, as I play it, but I mean, it's a celebratory kind of tune for patriots to rally around. I think you might like it. I'm trying to find it because I usually click that button, clear the screen. Then I go for this folder that has all my videos in it, and I'm not doing that, so I have to go. I'm hunting for it. God damn it. But I don't know who, I came across this on Twitter, but they didn't give it any, they didn't give it credit. And here comes Tara Jr. But if you know who is the author of this song, who the incredibly talented musician who created this song is, please let me know, and I want to give them credit. Let's just jam out for a second.
We're going to get back onto the reason we're here, which is the success we're having. Okay? Please, you can put it on.
No respect for the vets. No respect for the vets. He lied while we died. He lied while we died. Believe me, he's a piece of shit. Believe me, he's completely unfit. Fake news and fake hair. Payoffs to porn stars cause his wife don't care. He cares for no one, talks only lies. Creating havoc as reality dies. With fake bone spurs, he avoided war. Stole dad's money, corrupt to the core. What's the reason for his treason? Because a traitor is never in season. Surrounded by racists and creepy weirdos. The patriots opposing him are the real heroes. The traitor of Helsinki, the traitor of Ukraine. Denier of science during the acid rain. What's the reason for his treason? Because a traitor is never in season. He raped little girls cause he's a pedophile. Jordan hit the locker, you're almost as vile. He molested 20 women, grabbed them like he said. Porn stars behind his wife, laid them in bed. Trump the racist, Trump the rapist, Trump the traitor, the
great
tax
song.
evader. Blood everywhere, blood out of the eye. Kathy Griffin, you can hold your head high. Time for persistence, time for assistance, time for insistence, time for resistance. What's the reason for his treason? Because a traitor is never in season. He ran a university, stole from the poor. Innocent got scammed, corrupt to the core. Separated at the border, kids ripped away. Where's the outcry? Time to make Trump pay. He mocks the handicapped because he's got no class. He's no president, he's just an ass. If you have color, he'll discriminate. If you're a woman, he'll assault and rape. Trump the racist, Trump the rapist, Trump the traitor, the tax evader. What's the reason for his treason? Because a traitor is never in season. A Bible upside down, he'll use tear gas. Even God said, don't let that pass. Charity fraud, he's a walking con. A sociopath who plays a mafia don. He directed Cohen to commit his crime. Time to lock him up and do his time. Slow the post office cause he can't deliver. And if you support him, better look in the mirror. He'll kill
There
your
you
family,
go.
let your kids die.
You
Stay out of
support
prison,
him, you
keep
better look
up
in the
lie.
mirror.
Time for persistence, time for assistance, time for insistence, time for resistance. Don't be fooled, Trump's the Antichrist. His criminal cabinet is just a money heist. The KKK, he said, are very fine. When it comes to racism, he doesn't draw a line. Trump the racist, Trump the rapist, Trump the traitor, the
I
tax
hope you like it,
evader.
as I do.
What's the reason for his treason? Because the traitor is never in season. The virus is a hoax, that's what he said. Tell that to Kane, who ended up dead. Hundreds of thousands dead for no reason. A failed president, guilty of treason. His kids are chips off the old block. Traitors and frauds with cons to hawk. Charity fraud couldn't get worse. Stealing from the sick, they're just a
It's too
curse.
long?
Everyone he hires, they're all
almost over.
criminals. Heading to prison cause they're imbeciles.
love it. I'm
A virus
jamming
on the
out.
loose, Trump will just lie. No responsibility as his people die. He lets the virus get out of control. For this country, time to save its soul. Time for persistence, time for assistance, time for insistence, time for resistance. Let's build a wall around his cell. A place to relax before going to hell. Let's build a wall around his cell. A place to relax before he goes to hell.
All right. Okay. Sorry, it was a little long, maybe.
No respect for the vets. No respect
I like it.
for the vets. He lied while we died. He lied while we died.
All right.
So we could give you hundreds of clips like that.
I don't know who did it, but I'm sorry, I enjoyed it. I thought I'd share it. People are like, it's too long. I was getting into it, you know. All right. Well, yeah. It made me happy. When I see things like that, I feel a kindred spirit there. You know, he's a traitor. He's a con man. He's a pedophile. He's a sexual abuser, a sexual assaulter. But most of all, he's a traitor. So let's get, I don't know. There's many other, big news outlets in there dissecting the indictment, and it was pretty amazing. I was watching the I was watching the corporate media when the indictment came in, and they were all reading through it. But it's incredibly compelling because it's not written in legalese. It's written in just a common vernacular, and it's pretty goddamn stunning. So let's. Oh shit! I hit the button. I hit the fucking button. Good thing it didn't go away. All right. Because I use that button like 1,000 times a day. I have to not hit that button before I just need to get on the phone with Apple and figure out what the hell is going on. And while I find my articles, let me remind you to check out APS Radio News, okay? One of the supporters, the incredibly generous supporters of this show. Helps keep the show going and growing. In fact, thanks to the generous support of APS Radio News, I was able to put some more funds into the call-in studio, and that is how we are able to take calls. And tonight, Poppy's calling in. So I want to thank you. Thank you so much for your support. And if you can become a patron, please do at patreon.com/TaraDevlin. And yeah, just keep coming back. It works if you work it. So work it, you're worth it. Okay? And live it. So where the hell is it? Yes. Unfit. It's incredible. Let's see. Hold on. I know. I need, a producer. Oh, good. The music. Come right back. Here it is. All right, here's from Rolling Stone. The most shocking allegations from Trump's damning indictment. All right. Trump has been charged with 37 counts. Trump, along with aide Walt Nauta, has been indicted on a total of 37 federal felony counts related to the investigation. 31 of those counts relate directly to willful retention of national defense information. Other counts include conspiracy to obstruct justice, corruptly concealing a record or document, concealing a document in a federal investigation, scheme to conceal, and false statements and representations. Because here's the thing, they keep comparing this to, well, this is the Republicans. They keep comparing it to Joe Biden's mishandling classified documents, and they're night and day. Now, and let me just play, before we get into the details, let's play Mike Pence's defense of the con man, so you see what I'm talking about. Because this was pretty much right before the indictment was unsealed, and Jack Smith came out and spoke today. So, right on cue, the guy who would, I mean, really, you guys remember during the, whatever that was, the Trump administration? I don't know. It was sort of like a surrealistic nightmare that we all shared. But every time Trump and Pence were on the same screen or whatever, Pence how he looked at Trump so lovingly and longingly. It was quite pathetic. But it just doesn't make any sense to me how this person who says that Trump was reckless on January 6th. I think sending a mob, basically a lynch mob, out to get you, and that built a goddamn gallows. I think that's a little bit more than, reckless. I would call that criminal, don't you think? But not if you're Donald Trump. So here's Mike Pence making excuses for the guy that wanted to, hang him.
Mr. Vice President, let me ask you. Too? Talking about the Department of Justice being political, these charges against him, are they political? I don't think we know the facts.
We don't?
I think it's important that we...
Well, one fact that we do know is that Trump is unfit and that he's a petty little wannabe dictator. So, and one thing another thing is that, don't you notice that when all of these charges come out, and even before we had the details, no one said, gee, that's so unlike him. Gee, I just can't believe it. It's real. It's not him. That's not the man I know. The man I know would never take classified documents to his tacky social club that is really the magnet for the world's spies. From spies from sea to shining sea all over the world. It's like it's their meetup spot. Russian spies, Chinese spies, Saudi spies, all kinds of spies. Everywhere. And in the spy magnet, and we know because we've caught some of them. Imagine the ones we didn't catch. Because you don't need to be a real super spy to get into Mar-a-Lago. You just got to have money. And then you're in there. You just, and you better believe that when you go to Mar-a-Lago and you go to the I don't know, golf. I don't play golf. So you go get your bowls wiped, whatever they do. They wash bowls, right? When you play golf, somebody washes your balls. I know Republicans are really used to things like that. They like washing Trump's balls because I guess they're really big golfers. I don't know. But the guy washing the balls, he's a spy. And then the caddy, the one you say, give me my 9-iron, that's a spy. The one who gets you your water or orders when you ask them, can you please bring the ketchup with this filet mignon? That's a spy. There's spies all over that goddamn joint. You better believe it. And Trump, the one who wanted to lock up Hillary Clinton for her careless mishandling of classified documents, which, I mean, there's nothing more typical. As we say, everything is a confession or a projection. Rules for thee, not for me. It's absolutely incredible. Now, believe me, this is how disgusting Republican cons are. I can't decide what I want to call them tonight. Either cans or cons. But, yeah, no, I guess they're cons. Republicans. But if we played the game, what if? What if this were Barack Obama? What if they found, or let's say, what if it was, if Joe Biden, he had boxes of classified documents, and it wasn't a matter of being careless. He was deliberately concealing them. And then he was showing them to people that didn't have security clearance. Showing them maps of strategy, of military operations that were in effect, endangering the lives of our military. What if, I can't even believe I'm saying these words. And these right-wingers are still protecting him. That's how much we know that the Republican Party is irredeemable. They really need to be in history's trash bin fast and without apology. They need to be stomped into history's trash bin. They're the domestic enemies the founders warned us about. Of course they are. Look at their standard bearer, and they will vote for him again. This unfit traitor who's got no redeeming qualities, none at all. He can't even do the basic things of his job. What's the job? You're supposed to be the commander-in-chief, but there he is, showing off for who? Somebody at his PAC. He was showing one of the people that worked for his super PAC, showing him, oh, look at this map, this classified map that has military movements on it. Oh, you better not get too close. I shouldn't be showing you this. You can't really see this. Now, how many Americans are in jail for mishandling classified documents? They just sent someone, an Air Force, I don't remember his rank, but someone in the Air Force. Yeah, he's a retired Air Force officer. Got 3 years for mishandling classified documents. Not anywhere near the amount and the stunning breadth of irresponsibility and indifference to the American people. What a disgusting waste of life this don't do anything to him, legally and peacefully, but he's nothing but just a parasite, sucking on everything he touches. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's let Mike Pence continue with his obsequiousness.
That we allow the process to be made public to the American people is one of the reasons why this morning I think I was the first to call on Attorney General Merrick Garland.
Were you the first?
To unseal the indictment, stand before the American people, and explain the justification for the first time in American history bringing indictment against a former president of the United States. Again,
the justification is that he's a criminal. I'll take this one, guys. Don't worry. The first time in American history, we have a so-called president who is unfit. He's unfit to host a goddamn, hot dog eating contest at Coney Island. Much less lead a modern nation. Because, if he was organizing the hot dog eating contest, he would somehow find a way to cheat. Hold on a second. I think that's probably too loud, that music. I'll fix it. But, yeah, they keep saying how in the first time, this is what happens in third world nations. They target their enemies. But all right, well, let's let him get to that part. Hold on.
I'm deeply troubled.
Are you troubled
about an indictment against a former president of the United States? I think at a time when our nation's politics are more divided.
He is. Doesn't he? I mean, seem like a guy acting deeply troubled. They're so phony. Everything about Republicans is just so goddamn phony. Is this real? Is that a real person? It's like a bad actor playing a generic man.
Than ever before.
I don't know what
this could only divide us further at a time that we're facing real challenges for families at home and real challenges for America abroad. And lastly, I think it does send a terrible message to the wider world. Look, you look out at many third world nations.
How dare you?
And incoming leaders very routinely will use a criminal justice system in their country against their predecessors.
Well, that's the difference here. He's saying that we have a criminal justice system. This is a nation of laws, supposedly, that apply to everybody. And there are checks and balances. So a jury of citizens saw the evidence against this con man who received fewer votes, and, both times, and they indicted him. Rightfully so. When you see the indictment, when it's detailed after detail, with dates and times and conversations and photographs, they know what this scumbag did and continues to do. He's a dirtbag who who voted for this idiot? How dare you? Like the song said, you better look in the mirror. You voted for him? You need to get yourself to some help, because you got problems. You got moral failings. You got spiritual failings. Probably sexual failings.
It is a consistent pattern in third world countries. And
so the
idea that anyone in the world would look at this circumstance and think America was engaged in the same, very troubling to me.
Troubling, very troubling, but not troubling that a con man is, spent the 4 years squatting in the White House despite receiving fewer votes. A con man that he saw in action. This con man, the one that sent the mob to go try and hang you. That's not troubling, though. That is, yes, he was reckless. It was so reckless to lie to the American people and tell these dumb-dumbs that the election was stolen. It's so dumb to lie to them to the point where you twisted these easily led dupes, where now many of them are sitting in jail for a very long time, while the crime spree from the top continues. It's very troubling.
That's why we have to know the facts. The American people have a right to know the facts and the law that's applicable in this case for the benefit of making a judgment.
Mr. Vice President, you had your own experience with the DOJ when it comes to classified documents.
And so we first heard it, frankly, from the Vice President, former Vice President, but now...
Wait, that's... And he continued. I thought I had that one, too. Because he said, lastly, we need to pray for the con man.
Mr. Vice President, let me ask you...
It's a consistent pattern in third world. No one is above the law. And in America, we have to stand on the rule of law, irrespective of politics.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Secondly, the handling of classified materials is a very serious matter in this nation. My years as Vice President, my years serving on the International Relations Committee in the House of Representatives. It's important that we protect the nation's secrets. One of the reasons why, after the multiple disclosures at President Biden's home.
How dare you? You see what I mean? These people are scum. Because there's the party of personal responsibility again. This is what got on my nerves. And we all, it's very clever that this is how they do things. They just plant these seeds in people's mind. What he's saying, let's all recall the multiple disclosures at President Biden's home. Right? Which has nothing to do with what we're dealing with now. This is an egregious... Trump was egregiously withholding classified documents. And not just that. It wasn't that he was the president and was working from home at Mar-a-Lago, which he wouldn't be able to take classified documents. Apparently, some of these documents weren't, you're not just able to put them in your briefcase and go home with them. You're supposed to review them at specific locations, not in your Chinese and Russian spy pit. So, the indictment itself starts out where they describe, and I thought masterfully, that on January 20th, that Trump ceased to be the president of the United States. So let me see. Defended Donald Trump. Was Donald J. Trump. I hate that. Defended Donald J. Trump. The J is for Jesus. Was the 45th president of the United States of America. He held office from January 20th, 2017 until January 20th, 2021. As president, Trump had lawful access to the most sensitive classified documents and national defense information gathered and owned by the United States government, including information from the agencies that comprise the United States intelligence community that he disparaged at, if we can all remember, at Putin's feet when he kissed Putin's ass on the international stage and disgraced the United States. That one time, one of many, and the United States Department of Defense. Over the course of his presidency, Trump gathered newspapers, press clippings, notes, letters, cards, photographs, official documents, and other material in cardboard boxes that he kept in the White House. Among these materials Trump stored in his boxes were hundreds of classified documents. The classified documents Trump stored in his boxes included information regarding defense and weapons capabilities of both the United States and foreign countries. So how are our allies supposed to trust us when we put a scumbag like that in charge of classified documents? Who classified... excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. He would not even be able to obtain a security clearance if he weren't the president. Just like Jared Kushner, he could not get a security clearance. He kept having to amend his security clearance application, which I had to do myself. I have, well, not anymore because they expire after a while, but I had to go through the secret security. Well, my security clearance was secret, not top secret. So, but I had to go through the security process and the clearance process, which is not a joke. It is pretty extensive. They go through your entire history. You have to disclose everything. Lucky for me, I didn't have a lot of money to disclose or bank accounts. So it wasn't that complicated, but Jared Kushner did not qualify for secret or top secret or any clearance. So they interview you. They interview your friends, your neighbors, your family. It's not taken lightly. It's not just like check, here's your clearance. Trump could not qualify for a clearance. So he couldn't even qualify for a clearance morally, ethically, spiritually, sexually. That's for sure. That's what Stormy said. What do you want me to say? Well, I'm sure that's what trophy wife number 3 would agree. The unauthorized disclosure of these classified documents could put at risk the national security of the United States, foreign relations, the safety of the United States military and human sources, and the continued viability of sensitive intelligence collection methods. At 12 p.m., this is my favorite part of the whole thing. Come on back and it gets better. It gets better. Here's my favorite part in the whole indictment. At 12 p.m. on January 20th, 2021, Trump ceased to be president. Wasn't that a great day? As he departed the White House, Trump caused scores of boxes, many of which contained classified documents, to be transported to the Mar-a-Lago Club in Palm Beach, Florida, where he maintained his residence. Well, some would put that, saying that he maintained it. It looks pretty tacky. Have you seen the pictures? This tacky gold, fake gold painting of ornaments on the wall. It's gross. So, the Mar-a-Lago Club in Palm Beach, Florida, where he maintained his residence. Trump was not authorized to possess or retain those classified documents. Now, that's the difference. When Joe Biden had classified documents at his house, he was the vice president. And then, I guess, the president. Well, not in that order, though. But still, Trump had no business. It wasn't like he took these documents down there during his presidency. He left the White House after he was no longer president with them. And being a president, that's your job. It may be a very high status job, indeed, but it's a goddamn job. You're not the king. You're not Kim Jong-un. You're not Putin. I know that's very disappointing to Republicans. You don't get to be, you're not special anymore. Now we can indict you. So when you do a crime, when you're not the president, we get to charge you for that crime. And then you get to face a jury of your peers, which I'm sure they'll... How could we ever have a jury of Trump's peers, right? He's peerless. A sociopathic con man, a jury of sociopathic con men. Well, maybe put on a jury of the victims of con men. That would be all of us. The Mar-a-Lago Club was an active social club which between January 2021 and August 2022 hosted events for tens of thousands of members and guests. After Trump's presidency, the Mar-a-Lago Club was not authorized for the storage, possession, review, display, or discussion of classified documents. Nevertheless, Trump stored his boxes containing classified documents in various locations in the Mar-a-Lago Club, including a ballroom, a bathroom, a shower, an office space, his bedroom, and a storage room. On 2 occasions, Trump showed classified documents to others as follows. In July of 21, the Trump golf course in Bedminster, New Jersey, during an audio recording with a writer, a publisher, and 2 members of his staff, none of whom possessed security clearance, Trump showed and described a plan of attack that Trump was prepared for, that Trump said was prepared for him by the Department of Defense. Isn't this, what a disgrace to America and everyone who ever gave their life. I'm thinking of all of the poor souls who young men who gave their life for this country. So this scumbag can act like a big man because he knows he's not. That's the thing. He acts like this because he knows what a fraud he is, and he wants to show off. Oh, look what I have. No one who is secure and is a man, you know. No one who acts like a grown-ass man behaves like this. This is the behavior of a child. That's why children aren't qualified to get security clearance, just like they can't get driver's license or sign contracts. You wouldn't put a child in the White House as the so-called president, would you? Unless it was take your kids to work day, but that would only be for fun. This is not fun. It was not fun. And not only is he unfit, it would be unacceptable if it was just the fact that he's unfit. But he's unfit on so many other levels. Everything about him. He's morally unfit. He is a racist. He's a disgusting ignoramus. Proudly ignorant, of course. That's the other thing about it. He doesn't matter what he knows. He's like perjury traitor green. You know, they just feel it in their gut. Oh, I hate these people. Trump showed and described a plan of attack that Trump said was prepared for him by the State Department. Could you imagine? People who they work for the Department of Defense. They went through the whole process of, I'm not sure all of their resumes, but I'm sure many of them who work for the Department of Defense, they're in the military, they went through basic training, they went through initial training, they put in their time, they rose through the ranks, they're working at the Department of Defense. I'm sure they have they have qualifications, and they are ordered by this complete and utter buffoon, this moron who, a lot of racists in this country, a lot of stupids, a lot of racists, a lot of idiots who, think Jewish space lasers are causing wildfires, and they really want to stick it to the libs and shake things up because they were upset. The American people elected a guy with darker pigment. And they put that guy in the White House. And he's telling actual humans with credentials and skills and patriotism, actual patriots who love this country and are serving this country, and he's on a whim, hey, make me a plan of attack. Because that's what you got to do. You know, you got to make up, if your commander-in-chief tells you to come up with a plan of attack, and that's what they do. In general, they have all kinds of plans. That's, they're not waiting for things to happen. They're trying to cover all the bases. What do we do if this happens? What do we do if that happens? What if we want to invade this country? What if we want to, overthrow this legally elected democracy in this Latin American country? So Trump told the individuals that the plan was highly confidential and secret. Trump also said, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, but this is still a secret. What a child. In August or September of 2021, Trump showed a representative of his political action committee who did not possess a security clearance a classified map related to military operations and told the representative that he should not be showing it to him and that the representative should not get too close. Wait a minute. Unbelievable what we have to deal with. Isn't this embarrassing? Jesus Christ. More than being embarrassed, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace it's an insult to everyone who ever sacrificed a lunch for this country. And on the phone, we have the amazing, the incredible Poppy Champlin. Are you on the phone, Poppy?
Don't forget, don't forget the Hall of Famer.
Oh yes, the Hall of Famer. Poppy Champlin is. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I told you this. It's an incredible. Oh, I think we talked about it, but it was when we were having technical difficulties and nobody could.
Oh yeah. I
had to translate. Poppy
right.
On the phone. Poppy Champlin, the incredible comedian, is now. Have you been inducted yet? It happened?
It's a done deal. Yeah.
Poppy Champlin is in the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame, along with the likes of Ruth Buzzy. Who else is in there?
Ruth Buzzy. The guy who writes Family Guy is in there now.
What's his name?
They're trying to get. I can't.
Wait, hold on a second, Pop. Here comes the music. I gotta load that a little. We'll be right back with Hall of Fame, Poppy Champlin. Comedy Hall of Fame, Poppy Champlin, I should say. On the phone.
Yeah.
So, yes, who else is that? Who's the guy Family Guy? I forget. Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy.
I'm looking it up.
Brandon or something?
He's great.
Yeah, but he's in there.
Seth MacFarlane, yes. He's in there. Seth MacFarlane, right?
I don't think it's Seth. No, Seth does the voices. It's another guy. Not Family Guy. Yeah, Family Guy. No, not Family Guy. Yeah, the fat guy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is there a website for the Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame.
It should be.
Rhode Island.
I'm like the worst business person, I'm finding out. Show business. I am really bad at the business part.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You at least have a freaking, what do you call your thing? A podcast?
Yeah,
or
I guess so.
Video
it's a podcast. Well, I call it a podcast just to.
You call it a podcast?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
But it's a live podcast. A lot of people don't have a live podcast like you do.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you go directly to it. You go right to it.
You're
cool.
very nice. You're very nice. To say that. I don't know.
A lot of people do that.
Well, yeah, I prefer it because I do like talking to people in the chat room and meeting people. It's more. I like it like that. I wouldn't have met all these great and amazing people in the chat room, and more from all over the world. And it's special. I couldn't just sit here and talk to the wall, really.
Right. And then put it on next week and then let people hear it. It's like, that's way out of time.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then it is what it is. If you fumble, if you stumble, if it's
that's
done.
all part of it.
That's
they like that.
Yeah. It's exactly. To me, it's actually less stressful that way. Because if I'm pre-recording, then I'm more... it takes me longer because I'm more critical, and I'll recut something or, say, I sounded stupid there.
Right. I got to get it perfect. You're more into the perfection part of it.
Right. And this way I'm just, it is what it is. Whatever I look like, whatever I, sound like, it's in the can, so.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So anyway, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you feeling
I'm
about?
doing okay. I'm very busy. Got back from Texas.
Right.
I was down in Corpus Christi, Texas.
And
I mean, you can say gay in Texas. You just don't say it very loudly and pretty much under your breath. But
I like that. That's good.
And I saw that they make jewelry in Texas with the end of a bullet, the flat end of the bullet, and then they put a diamond in the middle and then diamonds around it, and the men are having like rings made out of bullets now.
Really? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Help us.
What
does
that say?
Bunch of stupid people.
Love me or I'll fucking kill you.
Right. It's really gross. Well, right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Weird,
fetish.
right?
The gun fetish is so...
Right.
It's like the... I can't even believe that I'm living in this time.
Right. It's Cowboys and Indians. They never got over it down there.
Well, it's so fake too. They think it makes, I don't know, them strong. Do they really think that? Because it's the height of weakness, in my opinion, and it is. It's Freud would have a field day with them. It's they're screaming
it's like so
insecurity.
Yeah, exactly. So much fear that you have to have this gun.
Right. Yeah, right. You're not. And what are you doing? And it's the other thing is that it says. I mean, like they're saying it's my right. This is my right. Well, what about everybody else's right? But that's such a Republican mindset. It's because they are the center of the universe and nobody else matters. But then I always say, go away then. Go into the woods. You don't have to be part of society. Go follow the Unabomber and build a cabin in the woods and live off.
Hey! Now careful! I'm really close to that.
To the Unabomber.
I live in the woods.
Right,
and,
but you're not.
I'm very alone.
Well, yeah, that's scary. I don't know. I've been listening to too many true crime stories.
Really?
So I hope you lock your doors.
So I do. So and then one other thing about it was like Corpus Christi, is the name of their city down there, and so I said, well, I'm feeling actually comfortable, like hanging out here in court. I'm in the body of Christ. I feel good.
Right. I wish it were the body of Christ. And that's the other thing. If they talk about Jesus, I wish they loved Jesus. Then why do you need your guns? It's so they're so full of shit, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
And they have, it's very islandy down there with the palm trees and everything. And I was looking at all that billowy clouds out there over the ocean. And then I followed this one cloud down to this funnel thing. And then I realized, it was coming out of a smokestack refinery.
Oh, really?
So Yeah, oh yeah, they're making clouds.
Oh, wow.
So
you
much.
thought it was a beautiful cloud?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Well, that's one thing about
No.
Texas too, is that it's they have no zoning. If I'm not mistaken, I know that everything is, it's just like a free for all, because you'll have like a school across the street from from some refinery, or that's why when they had recently, well, not too long ago, they had some kind of disaster and everybody had to be evacuated. It was like right in the middle of a residential community, and they had this toxic, friggin' refinery, something that blew up, and because they're free. You can't tell me where to put my poisonous waste.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, I'll shoot you. And I mean, they have really destroyed this country. Every time I hear another story about somebody being shot through a door,
Oh God.
Right? You heard about the lady that got shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah, because it was like Family Feud over there or something.
Oh,
but
yeah.
What gives you the right just to go start blazing?
She rang
like
the
that?
doorbell. It was like boom, boom. I'm in fear for my life. Call the police. You fucking. But
right.
Apparently,
But don't open the door.
Right, don't open the door. They just shoot. You shoot through the door. Well, the lady had darker pigment, and that's very scary to these freaking Trumpanzees. But the lady was a menace, apparently, to the whole neighborhood, and kids would play in a field, and she would menace them with a gun, like showing them waving her gun around. This is a sick.
She was doing that often, huh?
Yeah, to the children. When I was a kid, we used to play like in the woods and stuff. It was like some kook coming out, like boom, boom, I'll kill you. It's like how sick is this? It's just, and she would, of course, call them all kinds of racist names. Wait, hold on a second. We'll be right back with Poppy Champlin. All right, we're back. So, talking to Poppy Champlin, Hall of Fame, Comedy Hall of Fame, the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame. With the just, that's great. It's very impressive.
Cool.
Yeah, with all the credits that people have, that's one you never hear,
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
It's good.
I have a lot of credits.
Yes, I know.
But people react to this one like amazingly. You know what I mean?
Because that's something that will always be remembered. Even when we're all long gone.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
Yeah. It's really true. You'll be there.
That is it.
Well,
yes. Oh my God. Maybe I'm not realizing it, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Cool.
Yes, it's very cool.
I have another joke for you.
I want to hear it. I need to laugh.
Okay, so now I don't know how the air quality is up there, but it did make it down to Rhode Island, the smoke. And so I'm like, well, how the hell did this happen? I think maybe Smokey the Bear and the Cocaine Bear got together and had a big party and it got out of hand.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, something went terribly
Smokey
wrong
the Bear and Cocaine Bear. That's something I would like to see. That is a good...
they could add that.
That would be a good movie, actually. Somebody should do that.
Did you see Cocaine Bear?
I didn't, but I saw the trailer, but I want to... it's like one of these things I have in the queue that I'm going to watch one of these days. Have you seen it?
I went. Yeah, I went and saw it.
You went to see it?
I kind of like bear. I like bear maulings. I like to see that.
But it was bear maulings. I thought that's...
Oh, yeah.
Is that what happens? Yeah. It's like a horror movie?
That bear ate all kinds of people.
In the movie? I thought it was a comedy.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of tongue in cheek, and
it's
the human tongue in the bear's cheek or something.
Right. Oh, wow. It's based on a true story, apparently. So
I know, that is so bizarre.
But of course, it's all exaggerated. It's like a premise, So somebody read about the cocaine, a bear eating cocaine, and they were like, "Oh, that'd be great."
Right.
Yeah. So that's good. So, what do you think about all that's going on with Trump's indictment? Have you
well,
been?
I mean, to hear that there were 37 counts or whatever it was, that was amazing. But to me, it was like they just indicted him like 2 weeks ago with the rape of what's her face.
Yes.
Right? And
Eugene
so now
Carroll,
this one is kind of like anticlimactic, even though it's 37 more.
Well, yeah, that's true. We're going to get numb to all the indictments because there's more coming for all different cases. The January 6th, that's coming. He's going to be indicted for that too. He's going to,
And then,
yeah.
What you played or what somebody played or what I read, or heard tonight was that he can still run even if he's in jail.
I know. Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That'll just make...
I hope he does. See, that's
of course he will. He will.
But one thing that it concerns me if he does it, because people are like, he should drop out. And I don't want him to drop out. Then others are saying, "Oh, be careful what you wish for. Remember what happened in 2016." He will never be able to pull that off again, and we need him to help destroy the Republican Party. I believe that. He is a very divisive person. Most people hate him if you're normal. And there are more of us. There are just simply more normal people in the country. And,
I hope so.
Well, yeah, I mean, they may not hate him to the level of me, like I hate him with the heat of 1,000 blazing supernovas, and
I love it.
But
that's awesome.
But I think I don't understand why anybody wouldn't hate him with that degree of passion. But okay, they just don't like him, for the most part. He's just like one of the things I keep hearing, and I've heard this from the beginning, and I'm sure you have too. Right wingers. Or Republicans, soft Trump supporters, let's say. Or they say, "Oh, I like what he's doing, but I wish he would stop tweeting." And of course, because the corporate media is useless, basically, it's like 90% useless, and they never say that. This is what bothers me. Why don't they ask? What are you talking about? What do you mean you like what he's doing? What is he doing that you like?
Yeah, right.
What was?
Right.
Oh, I like his policies. What policy? Can you give me a policy? Because they never explain. They don't like what policies. What will they say? What will they say? They'll probably say...
They'll say the wall. They'll say immigration.
Oh, yes, the wall, which, of course, doesn't exist. And what else? Oh, they'll say, I like now, they'll say whatever's on Fox News that night. Like, they'll say, I like his policies of, bashing trans kids, or... it's always something trans, hating trans is now, that's their latest, their latest minority group to bash. Yeah, I mean, because they can't quite get the same oomph from gay bashing as they just, just lesbian and gay.
Yeah, I mean, trans is a tough one. I mean, trans is a tough one even within our group. I think there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about and process.
But I think that I don't know. I have no problem with trans people. In fact, I feel like we have to stand with our trans brothers and sisters and fight at the barricades with them, because they're being.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Like, I understand. I remember when I was younger, I had one of my friends. I didn't know her well. She used to work at the LGBT center in Manhattan. And she was the first trans person I ever met, and she was just an incredible person. That aside, but I remember, just talking to her and really, because understanding that how hard it is to be gay, and how hard it was for me, to just be different.
Yeah.
And thinking about how horrible and how hard it is to be that different, and to have to really fight for yourself. Just fight to be who you are. I mean, there's nothing more courageous than that. And so, what is your point? What do you mean?
Well, okay. So, what do you think about? See, so it's okay to say it, and I can say that stuff too. But if it comes down to me or her getting the job as a female comic,
well, I don't agree though, because trans women are women.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad we're having this conversation, because I guess a lot of people maybe feel the same way, and they just don't want to say it, and then But trans women are women. See, they have a different experience, of course they do. But but they're still women. That's why they're.
But what makes them? But what? In the end, what really makes them a woman? I mean,
what is, because they don't.
Is it just a mental? It's a mental state of mind.
Of course.
But what about the bleeding? What about the bleeding?
So you don't have a period? That means you're not a woman? I mean, there are plenty of women who were born cis women who have, for whatever reason, don't have menstrual cycles or whatnot. I mean,
That's true.
It's not about your pee-pee. It's not about it really isn't about that, because your gender identity is in your mind, is in your brain, I should say. It's in that's where it is. And they know this. This is not, this is science.
Yeah.
So it's not about, it's like if somebody has no penis, are they not a man anymore? If they are a man, there are plenty of soldiers who go to war and they get mutilated, like that. Who's that one born on the 4th of July? That guy. Yeah. From the movie. Who was made? Yeah. The movie was made about his life. He lost his penis. He was. Is he not a man? Right?
Is he not a man? Am I not a man?
Am I not a man? No, it's true though.
I'm asking you, am I not a man?
It's not about the pee-pee. It's not about the pee-pee. It's about and that's why it's like a female. They're female. If they're trans, they just have a different experience. It's, and I feel they're more, in fact, they are actually, in some way, more female, because they had to fight for it. They had to put everything on the line to be a female, to be who they are. Yeah. They lost, I'm sure, friends, family. They put themselves at risk of violence. They are targeted. They are misunderstood. And still, they fight to be who they are. So, God, go girl. You fucking go girl. I think they
well,
should.
I mean, I think
get
that
an
it's true.
award.
We have to, we have to be on their side. But sometimes I question myself. I
Well,
question
I can
it.
see
but
that.
I have a
You're gonna
a
get
trans
some.
comic.
You're gonna get some. I'm sure feelings at at you.
Huh?
There's gonna. I don't know. Whatever. So you were saying what? You had
I
some.
have a trans comedian on my tour that's going to Albany and Syracuse.
Okay. So.
Yeah, Emily Santosis. So, and I'm like, are people not buying tickets? Because I'm like, I don't feel like there's a lot of tickets being sold. And I'm like, I wonder if the lesbians are like, we're not going to go support this show because it's a fucking trans person. And I have a dude on it. I have a dude.
Wait a
I have
minute.
a gay guy on it.
Wait a minute.
It used to be all
wait,
three
I'm
lesbians.
in shock. I'm in shock here, really, because you think it's because am I wrong here? Where have I been? Because I don't get this kind of lesbians being anti-trans. Like, where is this a thing that I'm not aware of?
Probably.
No, I know that there are, there's the TERF or whatever. What does that stand for?
What is it?
TERF. Like J.K. Rowling. What is
yeah,
it?
I
means
remember.
Trans-Exclusionary. Yeah, it's called Trans-Exclusionary Radical Feminists. They are, people who are like, you're not really a woman, they say. And, that doesn't, it doesn't make somebody not a woman if they don't have the same exact experience as you. What makes you not a woman? So you didn't have your period. Is that what made you not a woman? You know what I mean? Okay, is that it? It's just so it's so ridiculous.
Well, but then if they started out dudes, then they have like dude blood and they have dude muscles and they have dude.
And that's why they have gender dysphoria and they need to get gender affirming care so they could be who they are. And how they are meant to be. That's why they get their.
So they want to get rid of their muscles.
So
they want to.
Yes.
I guess you're right because this girl Emily, she had her vocal cords like.
Right. Well, there you go. There you go. Who would
she
do
went
that?
All the way.
Unless you are because she's a fucking woman and she wants to be and she wants to present as who she is. You know how painful it is for some. I mean, if you went everywhere you went, somebody was like, "Excuse me, sir, and misgendered you," wouldn't that get to you? And you feel, and you know who you are. I mean, and I know people, who are trans that are like, I was either gonna kill myself or be myself. And for somebody to go through that, to have surgery on their vocal cords, then, they're not, it's not because, I'm just fucking, whatever. They want to be themselves. This is their one goddamn life to live. And they want to be, it's like there are so many things that happen in the human gestation. So many things can go, sideways, except your pee-pee not matching your brain. Because first of all, why do men have nipples? Okay, because all human beings start out female. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's right.
Female is basically the template for humanity, and a certain amount of time and during the gestation, things are triggered, and sometimes it doesn't trigger correctly or whatnot. Wires get crossed. It happens.
Yeah.
There's so many things that can happen. How big
chromosomes and DNA and all that.
So, and some women, it's not like you have the same amount of estrogen. Some people have more estrogen. Some men have estrogen. There's different conditions of men that have estrogen, and different levels. And, there's things that can go.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I don't think, I think it's just fucking, it's kind of ignorant, to be thinking that it's just so black and white, especially given what women who are trans have to go through to be themselves. I mean, would I fucking do that? I don't know. It's a lot of work.
Well, I guess, yeah, you wouldn't do it if
it's
it
money.
wasn't.
It's time, and they sometimes they get rejected from their family. I mean, they put everything on the line to be themselves. Yeah. I mean, it's our duty to embrace and encourage people who are, frankly, that courageous. I think
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's your point of view is definitely refreshing, and it's challenging, and it is necessary to get over that hurdle. I mean, sports, that's the last one that I'll bring up, but definitely I don't think that it's fair in sports.
Well, I mean, I don't see this. I'm not an expert in trans, and this is in sports or whatever, but I believe they're setting rules that if you transition post puberty, then you're not eligible to compete in different sports or whatever. But so I really am not, because I don't know everything about it. But the fact is, when you're taking hormones and whatnot, you're reducing your muscle mass, you're reducing your testosterone and whatnot. But the other thing I think about it, in sports, you got how many? Okay, here's the other thing. Especially for young people, and they're borrowing kids from playing sport. Like, you're talking about, your high school basketball team. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Aren't there more lessons to be learned by playing sports than just, I'm the champion high school basketball team. I mean, it's like this is not going to be your career for the most part. How many people, you're not talking about professional sports. You're talking about kids.
I would say, right. I mean, maybe junior high, let it slide or whatever, but high school, I don't know.
But I mean, if they're I don't know either. If they're taking hormones, I mean, I think the lessons are, for sports, right? What do you? It's not just, oh, look at me, I'm the best. It's not about you. It's about the team and maybe working together, sportsmanship, unity, community. Those are the lessons for teams, being on a team,
yes
too.
And no. I mean, there's tennis. So you're by yourself.
Hold on. This is the end of the Progressive Voices part of the show. Send all your hate mail to Poppy Champlin. Don't send it to me. Send it to Poppy. She's the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
All right. But we will win. We will continue to have these conversations. We will win. The rest of the show is at youtube.com/cfachannel/Tarabuster. We're on the right side of history. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. My name is Tara Devlin. That is Poppy Champlin. We stick together, we win. All right, we're back.
So my mom was a Trumper, and she voted for Trump. Oh God, she probably, and I'm like, well, she's not voting for him this year because she can't drive, and I'm not taking her to the polls, so she won't be voting for him.
How could she vote for Trump? That's the other thing. Is your mother?
Yeah.
Your mother knows you're gay, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, she still doesn't really like it. And I'm 65,
isn't that
for God's sake.
I know, but isn't that dumb, though? Your mother doesn't like it. Like, but I'm not saying that I mean, it's dumb for her. It's like, shut up. Right. Give me a
I know.
break.
She won't shut up.
You don't like it. Who fucking
And you know what?
cares?
Either she's either teasing me or, there's truth to it or,
truth?
all of it, And that's how,
what do you mean?
I was brought up.
Truth to what? Truth to, what do you mean? There's truth to
that she doesn't like it, or truth that she's kidding me at this point in time.
I see. She's like, I'm only kidding, but she's
right,
like ribbing
like
you. That's so
exactly.
Like you need to deal with this shit. Like, ugh.
Right, exactly.
It's like, can you get over this shit already? It's like so ridiculous. That's the thing. And, the world keeps evolving, and it will keep evolving. And that's why kids don't give a shit about this shit. So,
I know.
It makes it even more ridiculous. And in the very near future, it's going to be even, more ridiculous. When people look back, they're going to be like, how stupid. What a waste of time. And
waste,
air,
I know.
Waste. And so many, people just, not wanting to be friends or not wanting to be, oh, you're not my friend, you're not my daughter, you're not my son, whatever. Like, fuck you. That's the thing, right? It's like, isn't there, won't they be surprised? Like, if there is a Jesus, which, whatever, but, and they go to heaven, won't they be surprised when they find out it was really about, the reason these minority groups exist is because you were supposed to show your Jesus how, you practice compassion and understanding and humanity, right? Won't they be surprised? Not that he really gave a crap about, what the peepees were. Of people forming a contract.
I think that now, did you hear about the other UFO? Was it today that they saw? Was it last night?
What happened?
What? You didn't hear about that UFO that's been... Oh, well, I think it was yesterday.
Wait.
Yeah.
Roll it back. I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Well, okay, so UFO? UFOs are now becoming more and more, and the U.S. Air Force is finally letting the pilots freely talk about the things that they see,
and they're having meetings about it too, openly, and
and well, yesterday some people, I didn't get the state or anything, but a giant ball of light came down, and these guys called 911, and people were calling saying there's these 10-foot aliens in my backyard.
What?
Yeah.
Thank God.
They were like,
what?
Huh?
Really? Thank God. They're here. They're here. In the nick of time. Finally. I've been praying for them. Because, maybe this shit's going awry. If they came here to seed the earth with alien and, maybe we're their little seedlings and they're... Right. Could be.
So I was thinking that I lost my train of thought there for a second. What I was saying before. Oh, first of all, if they're here now, that is going to put our religion on its head, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
that's why they've hid it for so long, I think.
Yes, but let me just before I say this or with conviction. I think that the Vatican recently, and maybe within the last 10 years, released a statement about aliens. And, preempting the eventual discovery of life on other
really?
planets. Yeah, Vatican release. Let me see.
Like what?
I think they were saying how God created the universe and
so God created aliens too?
Yeah, he created everything, and there are other universes, and Jesus is there too, and all this other shit.
Jesus is there
yeah, because
too.
they gotta cut. Yeah, they gotta cut it off at the pass. They gotta cut it off. Like when people
Jesus
start saying,
there
"See,
too.
he's
Yeah,
everywhere."
I was wondering, like, is there what do the aliens Jesus look like? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah. So that's gonna really chop.
He's probably got big eyes,
religion
bald. Well, of course he's gonna be white.
Yeah.
He's gonna be white
and then
alien.
I was thinking, if they're visiting us, then they have to be well established somewhere. Because when you go visit, you go on vacation, you're well established at your home to be able to go on vacation.
That's right.
So they're established somewhere. But then I'm thinking, but maybe these guys are homeless. And we're just getting, like, the homeless aliens are coming here.
You mean unhoused? I'm just kidding.
Unhoused aliens, yes. They're homeless. They're homeless. Da-da-dee, da-da-da, da-da-dee, da-da.
Right.
They're just flying in the air, and they're homeless.
They're homeless. Yes, exactly.
Homeless.
Well, look, this is from 2008. It says Vatican astronomer says if aliens exist, they may not need redemption. Well, that's good because they're gonna fucking zap you into another dimension, you dumb bastard. When you go over there and try to like tell them the stupid story about people who lived 2,000 years ago in the desert didn't know what goddamn germs were, or where the sun went at night, and now you're gonna go and teach the aliens. Yeah, about something.
Right. Teach the aliens.
Yeah, the aliens are just gonna go, and you'll, and turn them into mist. I wish.
And they're 10 feet tall.
Oh, that's
awesome. And those are the children.
So that's what those are the children, right?
We gotta look it up.
I need this. Wait. People actually called. Wait, 911.
Yes, they called 911.
And they were like,
aliens.
"Hello, there are aliens here." And nobody has this on video because everybody has a phone. So what? Is there no video of this? Are you kidding me?
Exactly. Like that's my question. Where the fuck? How come somebody didn't just get the?
Right. That's the latest. Like when things aren't on video now.
Oh, Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, there should be cameras everywhere. I don't understand this.
There should. Well, a lot of people saw the thing come down.
Well,
so Las Vegas police respond to home after 911 call claims UFO with aliens crashed in backyard. But a lot of people saw the light come down and crash. But why didn't they just get the? I don't know why it wasn't on film immediately.
Let me see. It says, and they're not human. Let's see. It says, we just see in the corner of our eyes something fall down from the sky, and it was with lights. And when it hit down, there was like a big impact, and we felt energy. And then we hear a lot of footsteps near us, and then we have like a big equipment, and we see there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and then there's another one inside, and it has big eyes, and it's looking at us.
Oh my God!
The caller said to the dispatcher, they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, and they're not human. 100%. They're not human. A responding officer said he was looking into the family's claims. Another officer saw something in the sky that matched the family's description just 8 minutes earlier. I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said that he saw something fall out of the sky too. So that's why I'm kind of curious, the officer said. It's weird, just the fact that our partner saw something at the exact time. The police said the preliminary investigation was conducted, but they were unable to find anything. The case was closed as unfounded. Huh. But where's your fucking phones, dumbasses? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
This doesn't make any sense. then. But if everybody's seeing it, I'm not quite doubting it, of course. So here it is. These people are all experienced.
Then it goes on. The former intelligence official, David Grush, had alleged on Monday that the U.S. government has a covert program focused on recovering debris from crashed non-human origin spacecraft and is attempting to reverse engineer the technology, the online tech outlet The Debrief reported. Yeah, like supposedly they already have a spaceship, and they're trying to figure out how the fuck they do it. They're going through wormholes all the time.
Yes, that's right.
They're using Wow. I know, it's really here, man.
Please, take me with you. Wow, I want to go to Ireland, and this is even better. I want to get the hell out of here. If Trump ever was reelected, or despite receiving fewer votes, or DeSantis, who is even more horrible. They're all horrible.
Yeah, more horrible.
They're all horrible garbage people who are unfit and hate America and hate, democracy and everything, and can't live in a diverse society. I mean, it's just so, aren't we all sick of it? That's the thing, man. It's like, leave people alone. I feel like that kid that's like, leave Britney alone. Leave people alone. Let people live, you scumbags. And they're like, everything is.
What do you think they're gonna do to the aliens as they get them?
I know. Well, hopefully the aliens will be able to do something about them.
Yeah.
Maybe they can.
Winston Smith online, I'm starting to read the chat, says that supposedly they have 12 spaceships already.
They do? How did we know this?
That's what Winston's saying.
But
I believe it.
Where is it happening? How do we know?
Rosendale or whatever it's called.
Rosendale. That's probably some sounds like some ex of yours, Rosendale.
Rosendale.
Oh, Rosendale.
I named my dog. Rosendale.
Rosendale. Wow. Yes, that's right. Yeah, and Haiku's like, the group hallucination. I've had
What's that?
A group hallucination. We also the same thing. I mean, there is a thing. There is the group effect of mass.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying that's what this is. Especially, when you say that the cop saw the same thing at a different location, from a different location at the same time.
Right. It was coming down.
Yeah. I mean, I'm encouraged by this. I'm not, as long as they're not, gonna destroy all
not
of
gonna
us.
Destroy us.
Well, I just don't want to go on the run with 3 cats.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, because they could destroy us.
Right. Well, that's
if they're 10 feet tall.
Right. If they could, I mean, I'm 6
We'll put
feet,
him in a basketball uniform any minute.
Right. Yes, that'd be good. They can
play for the Heat.
Of course, right? What do you think these Republicans would do with their, it would be even more horrible to deal with them, I'm sure, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're just horrible people. But I wonder if, maybe it's time for the aliens to just take control.
Well,
just be
obviously
like, enough.
it is.
Look what you did.
Yeah.
Look at this Trump character.
But why are they crashing? That's the question.
That's
true. Why did?
How many?
Why are they crash landing?
But this was only
what are we
one
doing
crash,
to them?
So
that was just one. That was just the kids. They went out of the house and got lost in a wormhole and ended up here.
They do have some video from the cop's body camera of the bright light. I'm looking at it. Let's see. Let's see if I could show it on the chat. I mean, on the from the camera. Let's see. April 30th, around 11:50, Las Vegas Metro Police The body camera video recorded something streaked low across the sky. Several people across eastern California, Nevada, and Utah reported seeing the flash. Wow.
Yeah.
The caller. There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one is inside. And it has
and
big
they didn't,
eyes.
Like, freak out.
Right?
They didn't like
this is incredible.
Scream. They were probably drinking, and they were just like, dude, there's an 8-foot dude outside getting out of a trash
He's
can.
looking at us. And there's one looking. There's one inside.
And then where
there's
did
one
they
outside.
go? How did they disappear?
I know, right? Where's the?
Yeah.
What did they repair their
Yeah,
vehicle
like, how
and
did they
take
get out of there?
Right.
Now they're just like walking around at the Harris Hotel or something.
Oh my God. They're definitely right at the right. They're playing craps. They're
right. And they're doing
playing the
good,
slots.
right? With their 3 fingers that they shoot with.
Right. That'd be fun. I would love this.
That would be fun.
We need to
hang with the aliens.
Well, obviously we've really, blown it down here, so maybe they need to come back and take control, manage this shit. Really.
Right.
Wouldn't it be a relief?
Maybe the fire. Maybe the fire.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe they couldn't see and all the orange fire. That's right. What was so messed up in here down in New York. You had it in Rhode Island, but it was really
it
crazy.
Really bad?
Yes, it was very bad, and my eyes were burning. You could feel it, and I felt it in my throat. Yes, and
wow,
it was, and also I had a headache from it, and everything was orange. That's why everybody was describing it as.
Yeah, I saw a couple of pictures.
But it was everything was orange. Everything had an orange hue. It was as if somebody turned on a big orange light, and everything was illuminated in orange. Yes.
Wow.
And
How
in
is
my
that
apartment,
possible?
I closed all the windows, and you could see it when the sun was coming through. Well, not much. It was very, smoky, but you could see the smoke. It was in my apartment. You could see it like hanging in the air.
God, it was in your apartment?
Yes, it was everywhere. It was everywhere.
Wow.
Yep. I was
over
people.
1 million, over 10 million acres, 100 million. It was like how many million?
I don't know.
It was a lot of millions.
It was a lot of millions.
10 million, I think. It was a lot of millions of acres.
It was a lot of million acres. It was really weird. And then I was telling people yesterday about it on the show, and because I have 4 rescue kittens in the house now, and
wow.
they were rescued from the cemetery, and I had to take them to the vet yesterday, and through the apocalypse, and everybody was acting like assholes out there. It was really, it didn't give me hope for the real apocalypse if it comes. Because people just driving.
But wait,
madness.
You can't believe in the apocalypse. You can't believe in the apocalypse if you don't believe in Jesus.
The apocalypse doesn't have to be.
Things?
It's just the end of the world. The apocalypse could be anything. Doesn't have to.
It's gonna be the meteor then.
Jesus.
Maybe the meteor.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Jesus. Oh, that's the rapture.
The rapture is different than the I wish they would. The rapture would be amazing. Because then we'd be free to have a democracy that works for everybody. And we get these goddamn right-wing albatrosses. If they all rapture the hell out of here.
No, the rapture is all the good ones go. No, the rapture is
them.
Jesus come. Jesus comes, and then you have to live. I can't remember how it goes.
No, the rapture is all of the sudden... all of the good people are just poof taken up to heaven in one big poof.
Oh.
And everybody's like, wait, where's Mary? I'm left behind. That's that whole stupid Left Behind series. That's the books that all the Republicans love because, and that is I have to, I mean, I should have been a shrink too, but because that whole Left Behind, you know what I'm talking about. There's a book, a series of books, the Left Behind books. But that they all right wingers love it. Not all. I'm sure a few don't. But
really,
they all. It's very right wing and Christian, of course, because it's about the rapture, and then it's the books deal with who's left behind. How do they deal with everybody just going poof? I'm out of here. And But
what happens is then the devil gets the seat of power here on earth.
Is that what happens in the book? No.
Yeah, in the Revelation. No, in the book of Revelation.
Oh.
So the rapture comes, all the good people go, and then the devil gets to stay in power on earth, and then people that are on the fence, whether they want to be with the devil or God, have to pick, and they have like 3 or 4 years to choose which side they're going to be on. But they have to live in hell on earth for like 3 or 4 years with the devil. This
is in Revelations?
Running with the devil. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't know.
I think it is.
I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah.
It sounds
you have to
like
live with 666. The devil's number is 666, and it's on everyone's head, and they have it tattooed, and that's how you buy shit.
Oh, you must. It sounds like you saw a movie.
You have to have the mark of the devil in order to buy food and do things, and you have a chip in your brain and on your hand. We're almost there now.
You saw. This sounds like a movie that you saw. This is not the Book of Revelation.
It's the Book of Revelation. Yes,
no,
it is.
Isn't. There's nothing about shopping in the Book of Revelations. About going shopping.
Yes, it is.
Yes, there is.
I think it is.
God.
I think it is. I was a born-again Christian in my high school days. This is what I remember, yeah.
Were you trying not to be gay? Is that it?
No, I wanted to be gay with these people who were teaching me about the Bible, and they were gay, but they didn't know it, and I did.
Right, so
and I wanted to hang out with them.
Yeah, so you joined them so you could seduce them. Is that it?
Yes. I wanted them to seduce me.
And were you successful?
No. But they did finally come out. Well, one of them died, but the other one finally came out. Yeah, you're sure? What do you mean you're sure?
Well,
she was a drug addict, and she went back to drugs.
Oh, that's a shame. And she died from drugs?
Yeah.
Well, because she hated herself, because after living with all these right-wingers that are constantly, like, trying to make you be who you're not.
I know.
Twist people. It's like that friggin' Ethan Schmidt character. You heard of him, the asshole who goes around punching out Target rainbows display. He's like, oh, you got gay, evil, devil pride here? The devil shame, gay shame. Yeah. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, I guess the end of the story, Poppy. I don't even have to tell you. Of Ethan Schmidt, the guy that goes from Target to
punched him out?
No, he's been exposed. His Grindr account has been exposed. Okay, and of course, of fucking course. And his
awesome.
His sexting to somebody on Grindr, about how much he wants to get his have the guy pleasure him anally, and
oh my God,
and how he's experienced, he's very experienced, and that guys tell him he feels just like their girlfriends. This is who he's...
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm, that his butt, feels like they're like girl, because they're all a bunch of closet cases. So it's it's very pathetic. I feel bad for them if they weren't such sick bastards inflicting their hate on people and getting people killed.
Right.
Because, go to a shrink. Get help. Why are you wasting your life? as a closet case. Oh, congratulations. Everybody thought you were gay. I mean, everybody thought you were straight. Oh, bully for you. You're dead now.
Yeah. There
great.
are a lot of straight guys that act straight.
Exactly.
But aren't.
And that's the problem, because if this is what, this fake ass right-wing Jesus does to people. It twists people.
Yeah.
It makes them hate each other. It puts this bullshit out there. And when they should win the real, what's the message?
It does divide. It divides
right.
people.
It's not, there's nothing, whatever. It's nothing soothing about it. It doesn't help people live their lives successfully. What is it doing? It just tells, it's basically the beatings will continue until morale improves. That's
right.
That's their Jesus. And he's, I wish they were Christian. I really do. Because if they were real Christians, we wouldn't have to deal with them, with their bullshit, their hate. Right? We would have, we'd have health care.
Well,
we'd have,
is it hate, or is it just, it's that Puritan upbringing,
Well,
it's like that Puritan thing that they want to
control.
Continue, control, so that they don't have to think about anybody having a different sex thing than they do.
I know. It's always sex, too. That's...
Yeah.
Well,
it always goes down
religion does that. It's, the history of the Catholic Church. That's why Catholic priests can't marry. It's not about sex. It's about money. It's about control. Because in the early church, they didn't have that bullshit. Priests could marry and have families.
Oh, could they?
Yeah, and there's that's what people want. They want to connect with other people, but the church did away with that somewhere along the line, and only because they realized that they weren't, that it was a way to get money. It was a way because if you don't have any family, you don't have any family to leave your fortunes to, so they would have to they would leave it to the church, and there you go. And that's why they're sick. And it's nothing life-affirming. Anyway, all right, I hear you. You gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go. I got my class tomorrow.
Oh, really? So you want to promote your show?
I would love to promote the show. If anybody's up in Albany or Syracuse, New York, on June 21st, I'll be in Albany Funny Bone. And on June 22nd, I'll be at the Syracuse Funny Bone. I am very funny. Rich Tamaki. You know him, Tamaki? He's very good. He's really, really funny. And then Emily Santosis, she's great. She's a really great comedian already. And that's what I was going to say earlier about her. When I met her, and she's a trans person, I thought she was awesome. I really liked her a lot. I was almost really attracted to her. You know what I mean? I was attracted to her. And I'm a lesbian. And she's, I don't know if she's a lesbian. I don't know what she is, but she's a trans woman, So I was like, wow. But she was so nice and very funny. So I put her on the show. Let's do this. So hopefully, it's Pride Month. People will come out and support and have a good time.
That's great. Well, if you're in Albany and Syracuse, right? And if they go to your website, will they be able to find the tickets?
They should be there.
What's your website,
Poppy? PoppyChamplin.com.
Go to PoppyChamplin.com, and I'll post about it. I'll put it up at the Tarabuster Facebook page and all the other. I'll tweet it, all that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. That's
what
I do.
Thank you.
That's what I do.
That's very, very nice of you.
Of course. Well, you're very nice, so why wouldn't I do that? And you're part of the Tarabuster family.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, exactly. We just got to get more patrons at patreon.com/TaraDevlin or something. Get this freaking show. So, I don't know. I love the show, but it also frustrates me too. But it's okay. We are all together here, and that's what matters.
Yeah,
And
you
we're
have a
getting
nice
through.
group of people that follow you. I love that.
Yeah, I love them.
Somebody, Robin M says Albany is pronounced Albany.
Albany.
Albany?
Albany?
Is
No,
that
it
how
isn't.
you say it? Albany.
Maybe.
Oh, Albany. You want me to say Albany, Robin,
I
instead
say
of
Albany. I say Albany.
I say Albany.
I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Albany.
Albany.
Hey, speaking of New York, all right, one more topic. We've covered so many. What about Chris Christie running? Come on.
Running?
For,
he can barely walk
right,
a flight of stairs. What do you mean?
Exactly. And he's going to go for it?
Please.
Again? It's like,
suck.
oh no, another mobster in the fucking race.
They're all horrible. It's one horrible person after another. One good thing about Christie is it's going to be fun to watch if they get to debate. The
debate, yeah.
Well, yeah. One thing is that Trump said there's a question whether he's gonna participate in the debate, but then now who knows? He might be in prison, but let's hope.
Yeah.
But
he'll have to Zoom. You have to put a little computer on the podium for him, and he'll be on a Zoom.
Right. They'll put him up there like the telescreen in 1984.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. They will, and then they'll all be like, ooh, Goldstein, the 10-minute hate. And do you remember in 1984? They every evening they had the 15-minute hate, and Goldstein was the evil.
Albany.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't remember. Albany. Now this one's Albany.
I don't know.
So it's Albany. Okay, Albany. And Matt M just gave you a super chat.
I see that. Thank you, Matt. And
wow.
I also see Matt says, "What's life without some frustration?" Thank you. You're right. It is that. How else do we know we're alive, right?
Yeah.
Unless we are struggling in some form. All life is struggle, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, and thank you, Jim, for your super chat. And I apologize for not acknowledging you sooner. And Ed, the second, thank you for your super chat. And thank you for always being here and supporting Tarabuster and hanging out. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'd lose it. I'd lose my mind.
You got good people there. They really are devoted.
I love them. Maybe one day we'll all get together, have a big Tarabuster hoedown.
Yeah.
So, all right, listen. The show is almost over.
Thank you.
I see the time. So let's
go
catch up later.
Close it out.
But you'll you could come back and you can promote the show again or whatever. You're always welcome.
All right.
Of course. But I'll talk to you later.
I got another thing in Cincinnati. Okay.
Right.
Thank
all
you.
Right, kid.
Thank
all
you,
right.
everybody.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
See you later. That's Poppy
Bye.
Champlin, everybody. The famous, infamous Poppy Champlin, a woman who is inducted into the Rhode Island, what is that? The Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame. That's pretty goddamn impressive. How do you do that? I mean, could you imagine your state recognizes you as someone that needs to be in a Hall of Fame? There's such an honor, and it's not every day you get to be inducted into a Hall of Fame. Not that I would know. I've never been in a hall. Maybe a Hall of Infamy. And thank you, Robin M, for your super chat. That's a very cute little emoji, a little dancing emoji to end the show. And let's see, we only have a couple of minutes, and I mean literally 2 minutes. So I really can't get into anything else except to say, stick around for a minute. After the show, I'll bring out one of the kittens. I promised. So we'll have a little bit of a kitten peek. But in the meantime, remember, if you can become a patron, please do at patreon.com/TaraDevil. And it'll help keep the show going and growing. I know we don't really have a lot of production value, but we have a lot of fun. And we're getting the message out there about the unapologetic liberal talk. And the liberal, liberals created America while conservatives pine to be trickled upon by the king. So we are the real patriots, and we will save this country from the likes of conservatism again. All right, that's the end of our show. Thank you for hanging out, guys. Listen. And thank you, Poppy, for joining a very interesting and lively conversation. Remember to check out Poppy's website, poppychamplin.com, and check her out in the live comedy shows in Syracuse and Albany. We will win. We're on the right side of history. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. My name is Tara Devlin. We stick together, we win. I'll see you soon. All right, guys. Thank you. We had a pretty good run there. Not one disconnection. Let's see. What am I going to play while I go get a kitten? Should I play that song again? Yeah, why not? Maybe I'll play that song. I just got to find it. Not going to play the whole thing. Just enough time to go and get the kitten. All right? I'm going to play the song, the anti-Trump rap, and I'll be right back with one of the kittens.
Importantly, we're going to get back onto the reason we're here, which is the success we're having. Okay? Please, you could put it on.
No respect for the vets. No respect for the vets. He lied while we died. He lied while we died. Believe me, he's a piece of shit. Believe me, he's completely unfit. Fake news and fake hair. Payoffs to porn stars cause his wife don't care. He cares for no one, talks only lies. Creating havoc as reality dies. With fake bone spurs, he avoided war. Stole dad's money, corrupt to the core. What's the reason for his treason? Because a traitor is never in season. Surrounded.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Boudica. Hello, Booty. Who looks just like the other one, except she has a stripe on her head. And she is so cute. She's the only female of the four. And she is the cutest, friendliest, most adorable little alien creature. Look at her as far as aliens. Her big eyes. She's all eyes. All eyes on Boudica. Look at how cute she is. She's such a doll. She's the friendliest one. When I open the cage, she comes right out. She likes to be pet. She purrs. Her ears are a little red because they are being treated for ear mites. I know. I'm kissing her. It doesn't matter. They're not there. She just lived outside. The poor thing. You had to see when they were scooping the ears. It was like an episode of Dr. Pimple Popper. Stuff they were pulling out of her. But she's a cutie. You can't help but kiss her. Isn't she the most? She's the mostest. She's about a pound. She just cracked a pound. So. Okay, little booty. Look at her. Look how good she is. It's okay, Boudica. So I named her Boudica after the fierce Iceni queen who gave the Romans a run for their money. She was small too, but fierce. And she's purring. Oh, Boudica is purring. She's such a good cat. She's going to make somebody a very wonderful pet. All right, my friends. And I was saying yesterday, it's so true. If you're depressed or feeling anxious, go rescue some kittens. Look at how cute she is. She's just laying here. She's just like, oh, purring, purring, purring. Happy little girl. She didn't deserve to live outside. She needed to be in a warm bed with lots of purrs and pets. So, okay, Boudica. Look, she's so cute. She's rubbing her head on me. Telling you. If you are, I just want to suggest, if people are struggling, go volunteer at a animal shelter. Look at her. Oh my God. Foster some kittens. Foster a cat. Foster a dog. It really does help. Look at how cute she's rubbing her head on me. Right, Booty? 72 hours off the street. Already a good girl. She's a sweetie. Yes, little girl. You're very good. All right, my friends. We're going to get Boudica some feed. We're going to have to feed them all. You want to eat, Booty? And then they will sleep through the night. Right, Booty? All right, my friends. Listen, listen, listen. We will win. Boudica, how could you have ever thought when you were outside in that hard Scrabble life that you'd one day be a guest on Tarabuster? Who could have imagined, right? All right, little one. She's precious. She is precious. They all are. I wish I could save them all. But we start, one at a time. We do what we can. Booty, booty. Next time, we'll bring out another kitty. They'll probably be finding homes rather quickly. But they'll be here at least 2 weeks. And they have to go to the vet next week for their follow-up. And then they'll probably be going to their homes or to a shelter. So I won't have them too long. So I gotta enjoy them now. Yeah, it's really, if you have any... I live in a 1-bedroom, so it's not exactly spacious. But they're in a cage. And it's only temporary. So if you have any room in your home and in your heart, just a suggestion, because it does help. It helps your soul, I believe. I think it should be in the Constitution that everyone needs to foster some kittens on occasion. All right, kids. I can't keep her. I can't. I know. I could never, because I have 3 already. 4 is just too much. And then this is how it begins, right? The crazy cat lady. Right? Boudica. I would definitely keep her if I had a home. A house with many rooms. I would have a lot. I would have as many cats as and other animals. Right, Boudica? You would be one of them, booty. All right, my friends. We will win. And yes, it does lower your blood pressure. Look at that face. Look at her. We're on the right side of history. Boudica. We're on the right side of decency. You know, it must be nice to be Boudica. She doesn't have to think about Trump at all. She doesn't even know Trump exists. That's such freedom. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy. She's too nice, Tara. Keep one more. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. I wish I could. She really is the best. The best of the bunch. I'll make sure she has a wonderful home. We're on the right side of decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I don't know what I'd do without you. My name is Tara Devlin. This is little Boudica for now. I don't know. I hope they keep her name, whoever adopts her. And I will see you. We'll talk about more things when I see you. Oops, I'm sorry, booty. Very soon.